So today on the channel, we're actually going to try and incubate 1 dozen organic chicken eggs from the grocery store to see if you can actually incubate chicken eggs that you buy from the grocery store. And to be honest, I was a little surprised as to what happened. So for this experiment, we're going to be using our Brinsea Ovation EX incubator. This thing is awesome. We have hatched chicken eggs, duck eggs, and you can use a lot more in here. If you're looking for an incubator, you can't get better than this because it's temperature and humidity controlled, and it turns automatically, it cools automatically if you need to, but we have a link below in the description for that if you need it. But we also have a dozen Pete and Jerry's organic chicken eggs that we got from the grocery store. These are just normal chicken eggs. We got organic because we figure it might be a fair assessment of everything. So we're gonna get our Ovation EX set up, get water attached to it for the humidity, and we're gonna go ahead and get our eggs put in the center so that way they get the most even heating and humidity, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got our eggs in here. We're gonna get our temperature set to 99.5, which it already is. It's always good to get your incubator heating up and humidifying for at least 24 hours prior, so that's what we've been doing. And then we also have our humidity set to 70 degrees. And as you saw, we got a water bottle attached to the water line to make sure it has plenty of water. So we'll go ahead and let this sit in here for the next 7 days. And after 7 days, we'll check if there's any progress on these eggs, and we'll be able to tell if you can actually hatch eggs from the grocery store. All right, well, it has been 7 days now since we started these eggs in this incubator. We check them about once a day just to make sure they have water in the bottle and refill it as necessary. So the growth cycle of a chicken egg is actually very interesting. After 7 days, what you're gonna start to see is blood veins forming in that egg. It really is like a slow process that ramps up in the last 2 weeks. It's pretty incredible. It only takes 21 days to hatch a chicken egg from starting it to incubate. Let's back up a little bit. So after 7 days, if there is any sign that that egg is going to develop, you will start to see blood vessels running around that, and you can see that with a candling light. This light we got on Amazon. The link will be below in the description if you need one, but it is amazing. It's also rechargeable. It's got micro USB on it, so you can recharge it. And it's got a couple of different attachments for different eggs and everything. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the lights off, pull the top off of this, and candle these eggs together and see if there's any development in these at all. If they are developing, we'll continue to incubate them and give them out to a few lucky viewers. But if not, then we'll probably end this right now. All right, I'll go ahead and flip this on. Pretty dark in here, but this light's pretty simple, on-off switch. And we're gonna attach the chicken egg attachment because these are smaller, so it's got a little smaller hole. Pull the water out. And of course, because that's just how things work, the battery's dead. So I'm gonna charge this up and come back at you in a little bit. All right, well, it is the next morning and our light is charged for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and get the top off of this, and then we're gonna take the base into the bathroom right here because it's darker, and we'll candle the eggs. Well, as you can tell, there was zero development in any of those dozen eggs. And that's for a reason, is when a lot of these hens are actually in their hen houses and laying eggs, they don't introduce roosters like whatsoever. Typically, the roosters are actually culled or killed when they're only a couple days old because they're just not needed. Hens will lay eggs without roosters. And really the only things that roosters do is fertilize the hens so that the eggs are fertile when they come out. So if you try and incubate chicken eggs from the store, they just aren't gonna work. Okay, one exception to that. I did find like very small brands around the country that actually do like organic, cage-free, blah, 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 all of that stuff, who actually have roosters with their hens to keep them happier. So if you can find one like that, then maybe they might hatch. I don't know.